It's the Sola and Tito show. We're about to have some fun. You ready for this? Have you ever experienced teaching music theory concepts such as the circle of fifths, key signatures, and major and relative minor keys, and students simply feel like it's an overwhelming amount of information that just seems confusing? Well, we're about to change all that as I reveal reason number 6 in the top 15 reasons why we learn music theory faster through play. And I'm going to show you a special trick in learning key signatures that you're only going to see here because I am the one that invented this little trick. And I'm going to share it with you as we play the game called Car Keys today. I'm Glory St. Germain from Ultimate Music Theory, and after years of teaching thousands of students and teachers through the Ultimate Music Theory certification course and developing the UMT program and researching how we learn more effectively, I am excited to share these must-have step-by-step strategies to teach music theory concepts in an engaging, fun, and memorable way. And here's why you learn music theory faster through play. Reason number 6, specific learning goals. Now, play-based learning is focused on achieving a specific learning goal. This pedagogical approach emphasizes the use of play in multiple areas of children's development and learning. Teaching without play-based learning may reduce a child's motivation to learn and impact their focused attention. Now, learning and playing go hand in hand. Students learn best when they interact with materials in a meaningful way to achieve a specific learning goal. And our specific learning goal today is key signatures through playing a game called Car Keys from the basic game pack. So the basic game pack. Yes, I do have it here. Sola and Tito, we're just hanging out with it. So the basic game pack, and these include, these are all included in the Ultimate Music Theory Party Pack. And this is really a must-have for learning through play in your studio. So the basic theory game pack includes 6 laminated games that you can use with your little dry eraser and dry erase marker. And that all comes in your whiteboard kit. And it also includes 36 variations on how to play these 6 games. So it's kind of like having 36 games that you can use all year long in your studio. Now, also included is your UMT guide and your chart, including the circle of fifths that we're going to be using today as we learn our key signatures. Now, plus, I'm going to show you a little secret trick. Okay, so I created this to help my daughter Sherry learn the circle of fifths many, many years ago. Now, inside the Ultimate Music Theory Basic Rudiments Workbook, which correlates to the Basic Rudiment Game Pack, is the circle of fifths that we will be learning about today. I will just show you in the circle of fifths right here. There we go. So inside the Ultimate Music Theory Basic Rudiments Workbook, which correlates to the game pack, students are learning about key signatures and how to identify them by learning the circle of fifths, which indicates the key signatures of the major keys and the relative minor keys. And the reason it's called the circle of fifths is because the distance between each key is an interval of a perfect fifth. So in the Basic Rudiments Workbook, students are learning about 4 flats and about 4 sharps. And when writing the circle of fifths on the whiteboard, I'm about to share my little secret with you. You ready for this? That's super cool. All right, so here is the secret trick for learning the keys on the sharp side of the circle of fifths with 1, 2, 3, 4 sharps. So once you hear this, you're never going to forget it. And to this day, my students often say, I remember all the sharps, the keys with sharps. And it's a really easy trick. So here's the little trick. It's a little game called Name That Key. Starting at the top of the circle of fifths is the number 0. So I'm going to show you how we make this work. So this is for the major keys with sharps. You ready? Okay. At the top is a 0. A C looks like the letter 0 and it has no sharps. It takes one line to draw a G and it has one sharp. It takes two lines to draw a D and it has two sharps. It takes three lines to draw an A and it has three sharps. Say it with me. It takes four lines to draw an E and it has four sharps. Pretty cool, right? That's an easy way to remember the keys that have sharps on the circle of fifths. On the outside of the circle, we write the major keys, and we always use uppercase letters. And each major key has a relative minor key that's written in a lowercase letter inside the circle of fifths. Now on the keyboard, you can see that I've indicated D major with an uppercase D. And a major key and its relative minor key, the distance between them is 3 half steps or semitones. So here I'm going to go down from D major, count with me, 1, 2, 3 half steps or semitones to B minor. And I'm going to write B minor inside the circle of fifths beside D major. So both of them have two sharps, okay? That indicates that D major has two sharps, F sharp and C sharp, and B minor also has two sharps, F sharp and C sharp. So now it's time to play our game. And hopefully you'll remember that little secret tip when we play our car keys from the basic game pack. On the back of every game, so here's our car keys game, and on the back of every game is 6 ways to play each game. There's a tabletop variation and there's an at the piano variation, and we're going to play one from each. So we're going to start off by playing Who's Got the Car Keys? And if you've ever lost your car keys, you know how frustrating that is. And you ask everybody in your family, have you seen my car keys? Where did I leave my keys? Has anyone seen my keys? So today we're going to help Sola and Tito. They're sitting in their little red convertible here. And we're going to find out who's got the car keys. So here's how we play. The student names the tonic, which is the first note of the key. For today, because we've been using our circle of fifths to indicate D major and its relative B minor, which both have two sharps, we're going to look at these two keys. So ask students to write the D major pentascale using a key signature of F sharp and C sharp in the treble staff, and just write the first 5 notes of the D major scale. So we're going to play our game. And so first we're going to write out D major. So we've got 2 sharps and we've just written the note of D major pentascale, the first 5 notes, D, E, F, G, and A. And then we also want to write the key signature for B minor pentascale, the relative minor. So here we've got B, C sharp, D, E, and F sharp. Got the first 5 notes. So now we're going to look at our circle of fifths, and we see that we have 2 sharps for D major and 2 sharps for B minor. And we notice that who's got the car keys? Well, if we look at the key of D major, the tonic note is D, and therefore the car key is D. Now, if we look at the key of B minor, remember, they both have the same key signature, but who's got the car key? That's a little bit different, right? This time, B minor has B as the tonic note, the first note. And so now we've indicated the key signature and the tonic note, and therefore B minor has the car key. And that's a pretty cool way to figure out who's got the car keys. So as you're starting at the bottom, remember to draw your circle of fifths on the whiteboard. You're simply going to follow along and see if it's a major key or the relative minor key, and look at your circle of fifths. You can write out your pentascale. It'll help you remember. And we're looking for the tonic. Now, you'll also notice that on the whiteboard, I've actually asked students to also write the mediant note, because we're going to play another little game at the keyboard, because of course we're all about reading music, understanding music, and figuring out how music theory works. So it's a lot like math, isn't it? Our circle of fifths. Now it's time to play the at the piano variation. And today I'm going to play a little game called Honk the Horn. That sounds like fun, right? Who doesn't want to honk the horn? So down here it says honk the horn. So how does this work? Well, I want to honk the horn for sure. So using a pencil or a marker or pointer, you can simply point to one of the car keys on your game. And the student has to honk the horn using the tonic note and the mediant note. So for today, we've been talking about D major and B minor. So if I'm pointing to D major, which is up here, the student is going to honk the horn by playing the tonic note and the mediant note, which of course we've identified as F sharp. So here it is. Woo! That sounds pretty cool, right? Now, if you want to, you can add the dominant note. And so now we've created D major triad. And of course, remember that D major triad, that actually sounded a little more like a train than a car horn honking, right? But we want to make sure that we're listening for that tonality. So now if you're pointing to B minor on the car key, the student is going to play the tonic note, which of course is B, and the dominant note, or sorry, the mediant note. So let's have a listen to that. We can hear the minor tonality, right? And now if we add the triad, the dominant note of F sharp, we've also created the B minor triad. And when we learn best is really when we're focused on a specific learning goal and engaging in a fun activity that helps us learn through play. And today we focused on learning the circle of fifths so we could learn our key signatures, identifying the major and minor tonality, even when they have the same key signature, because remember they're relatives, listening and identifying the major and minor sounds of the minor third and the major third along with the triad. So that is focused learning. In our next video, I'll reveal reason number 7 in the top 15 reasons why you learn music theory faster through play in a little game called Raindrops, right here. And I'm going to show you an exclusive UMT teaching technique in understanding time signatures. Now, remember, when you get your Ultimate Music Theory Party Pack, which includes the prep game pack, the basic game pack, your very own Sola and Tito stuffies. Yay, we love stuffies. And your Ultimate Music Theory whiteboard, along with your dry erase marker and eraser. You are all set up. You are ready to go. You are ready to learn through play. Now, if you've enjoyed this video on why we learn music theory faster through play, please love, comment, share, and subscribe so you will have access to all of our upcoming videos. As always, sparkle like a Sola and teach with passion. See you next time.